Hey everybody, in this video I'm going to show you how to make my version of sweet potato pie. All of my family that I serve this to absolutely loves this, so I want to share it with you all. So first and foremost, I washed off the potatoes, made sure there wasn't any dirt or anything on there. Then I placed them into this big pot here, and I'm going to pour enough water in there to cover it, and then I'm going to bring it to a boil like you see there. We're going to cook these until they're nice and tender. When you can put a fork in these without a problem, we are ready to go. So the next step, you're going to let it cool down, then you're going to peel them, and you're going to place it in a large mixing bowl like this, and you're going to start just mashing away. Okay, so now what I want you to do, let's grab our butter. I have some room temperature butter. I cut them up in little pieces, as you can see, and I'm not using margarine. We want real butter. Now just mash that butter right in with those sweet potatoes. Try to get as many lumps as possible out so you don't have to worry about it later. Okay, so now what we are going to do, we are going to get all of our spices. We have some sugar, regular white sugar, fresh cinnamon, remember I said fresh cinnamon, a little bit of nutmeg, and we have ginger. Ginger and fresh cinnamon are the main things that you need. Don't try to skip out on those. Fresh cinnamon and ginger. Okay, so you're going to mash those, and now you're going to add in some half and half. Yes, half and half. You don't need the heavy whipping cream, and you're not going to use any regular milk. You want half and half for this recipe, and we're just going to mix it a little bit. Now we're adding a full tablespoon of vanilla extract. No imitation allowed. Now let's mess around with the eggs over here. I'm going to use 4 eggs. First, before anything, I'm going to get that little eggshell out. Okay, we are ready to continue. So let me get my 4th egg in there. Okay, we're ready for business. Now I'm going to grab my whisk, and we are just going to beat those eggs until we see nothing but yellow. We don't want any white here and yellow there. We want it all yellow. And yes, you're going to use the yolk and the whites. Now you're going to pour those eggs into our other mixing bowl with the sweet potatoes and the sugar and everything else, and you're going to get a handheld mixer to help you finish this up. If you want to do it by hand, that's fine, but you know what? I highly recommend using a handheld mixer. Okay, so now we're going to move to the crust. I'm going to butter my pie pan here first. Yeah, don't skip this step because you don't want your crust all crispy and ugly at the bottom, so make sure you butter that pan. Then what we're going to do now, we're going to get a fork and just mess with our edges on our pie crust. And you know what? You can get the recipe for my pie crust at iHeartRecipes.com. It will be listed, so make sure you check that out. So just go ahead and press down those edges. Now you're going to pour in that sweet potato pie filling. Make sure you remember that we are making enough for 2 pies, so don't worry about all the excess leftover stuff. You have enough to make another pie. And when you're done baking it, this is what you have to look forward to. Simply delicious sweet potato pie at its best. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Share with your friends, and visit me at iHeartRecipes.com so that you can get your free printout of this recipe. I will see you all later. Bye.